So hello everyone, it's your girl Gel Beauty 87 here, aka Grace, and today we're gonna get into the new Natasha Denona Zendo palette. So I just literally got this in the mail today, and I was like, yes, we're doing the video now. How you doing? So this palette retails for $65. This is a bigger mini version of the Zendo palette that she came out with during the holidays. Y'all know I wasn't really feeling that palette, so I didn't buy it. I remember talking mad crap about it because Pat McGrath had showed her whole holiday collection, and she showed like this little baby Zendo palette and a highlight, and I was like, that's it, Natasha? Like, what we doing? But then she blew my mind with the trio comb, and I was like, all right, Natasha, I see you. All right, I fall back and, you know, stay in my lane, thank you. But let's talk about this palette, since this is the bigger version of that palette. So it is a warm tone palette inspired by the mini Zendo with hues of pinks, brown, coral, and peach with pops of turquoise, which we all know is what drew me into this palette, because I'm not a warm tone lover by any means, but when they have pops of turquoise, it's like my vice and I must buy it immediately. Anyway, so this palette provides maximum color payoff with minimum effort, ensuring pro level results. It's allows seamless blending to achieve vibrant and neutral, long-lasting looks with a range of shades that allow you to create natural everyday looks and the most dramatic evening glam. I usually don't read the what do you call it, information on the eyeshadow palettes. If y'all haven't noticed, I kind of just be like, I want to play with the palette. Anybody got time to quit playing with me? But I actually have two other palettes I feel like are really similar dupes to this. Shout out to somebody who was in Karen Harris's community tab, because I didn't think about the Dream Street palette. Sorry, it's a yeah, my hold up right. I didn't think about the Dream Street palette when I first thought about it. The first palette that came to my mind was the Urban Decay Beach palette, because you all remember it's one of the few formulas I actually like from Urban Decay. But I feel like it's actually a little more purple heavy than, blue heavy than this one. I don't know, we'll see. Anyway, let's open her up and see what she looks like while we talk about these dupes. And it's a new lip combo alert that I'm obsessed with right now, so I figured I'd shout that out too. I just got this in the mail, and you all should see the video for this tomorrow, hopefully. It is the Juvia's Place Bronze Collection. So this is the lip liner in Brownie, and then I have the shade, what is this, Bronzed Rose on my lips. I'm loving this lip combo. I'll probably be doing it more often. The other one they have is really nice too. This is Bronze Sugar. Y'all see all that in the video that comes up tomorrow. I have to edit it tonight after Adriangameover goes to bed, because he's currently using mommy's computer, because he's always using mommy stuff. This is what it looks like on the inside though. Look how gorgeous this is. Yes, y'all already know I want to do 3 looks, 1 palette. I'm thinking about doing like a soft, like work appropriate type look, and then I'll do more of like a dramatic type look, and then I want to combine like the blues and the greens together and probably recreate that look that I did with the LA Girl palette. So that's probably 3 looks we're gonna do with this palette today. But let me go ahead and go off camera and get the first look started, which is gonna be like the nice little soft work appropriate look. Then I'm gonna amp it up with some pinks and some reds, and then we're gonna end it with the blue and the red. So I will be right back. Okay y'all, so I kept this look super simple. Like as you can see, it's like soft and just not me at all, but I said I would do work appropriate, so this is work appropriate. So don't be fooled by this shade right here, because this is the one I have on my outer V. You clearly see it's not that dark as it looks inside the pan, so I feel like this shade is deceiving. Gonna make you think you truly have a dark outer V color, but you don't if you're my skin tone. And maybe if you're tan like Karen Harris, then that's an outer V color for you, or maybe you just need to build it up more, and I didn't build it up enough. But I felt like it looks this dark in the pan, but when you put it on your eye, it's like it's not. So just don't be fooled. So I used that one. I used this shade right here at the bottom. Then I used this Gofund in the corner, and of course y'all know the airbrush to make it look nice. I dusted with this one, but that's pretty much all to this look, so it shouldn't take us long to get through it. I used the Kaleidos Tone Activator primer on my eye, so we're gonna do that real. That shade Mindful, that was that dark brown I talked about, that, you know, isn't that dark. See, look, like it shears out to pretty much like nothing, so I'm personally not that impressed with it. I just took it like all the way in, because since we're keeping it real soft and simple, just drag it all the way in. Tried out the NARS foundation again, because I have not used it in ages. So let me know what y'all think. I'm thinking about adding this to the complexion corner, just because I tried it this month, even though like I got it a while ago and I did that video a while ago. But believe it or not, I think I used it one more time after that video. I didn't get to use it since, because like so much stuff was coming out, and then I started using like staple stuff or older stuff because I wanted to use it. So this kind of just got pushed in the back. It's not that I didn't like it, because I did like it in that video. It was just more of you know, had so much other stuff around, and I had other stuff that I liked. And since this was like a first impression, I tried it once thing. I was like, I'd rather just use the stuff I know I like genuinely liked. So I was kind of like, okay. I haven't brushed the dust over all this stuff to clean it off. But anyway, I'm gonna take the color Sense now with that chocolate brown I showed you all, and just start putting it all over the lid. I'm definitely gonna have to do some looks with this on Instagram, and I definitely want to combine this with other palettes. Like, I feel like this would go good with the Safari palette because of all the darker mattes in there to pair with the shimmers, since there are no there isn't really any darker outer V shades like I just showed you all, because on my skin tone this isn't considered darker outer V shade. So I'm thinking this will go great with the Safari palette for that reason alone. Plus it has those dark navy blues to go with the darker blues in here. So I'm definitely going to pair it with that. I meant to bring that with me and I forgot. There's a couple of things I was supposed to bring with me that I forgot, but it's okay because I got to go back home in the morning to drop Adriangameover off for school, and I can pick him up then, and then maybe over the weekend, like Saturday, I can give y'all some more looks on Instagram with this palette to hype it up some more, and then push the video. Now we're going to take the shade Luster, which is that gold shade, real simple, and just pop her in the inner corner here. One thing that sucks is like the sun is literally almost completely down, so it's like the only good picture I'm going to get for the thumbnail is going to be of the look I don't even care about. But, I mean, you all might care about it because it's something different for me. It's something like soft, and I don't do soft. So, I'm hoping you'll like the thumbnail because it's not going to be colorful because it's like, let me see. It's like almost 8 o'clock, so I'm just glad the sun is still out at all for me to take this picture. So, this will be looking like, this will be done with. I'm going to go take this Instagram picture for y'all, and then I'll be back and we'll go into the second look, which I'm thinking is going to be more like this shade, and maybe we'll use like some of these dual chromey orangish type shades to give more of a coral berry type effect. Be right back. Okay, y'all, so I'm back, and I did one of my signature looks like to do with the colors I told you I was going to do. So I used this shade right here, this shade right here. I dusted this one over the top, of course, and then I used this shade right here with my inner corner for that extra little pop you got going on. So that way it was I tried to keep it pretty simple because, you know, I'm not that creative. We all know that. I always say that. So I'm going to start off with the shade Vigor. I believe that's how you say it. And we're just going to go ahead and start cutting. I remember to put my eyeshadow primer on before it came on camera this time. So bravo me. So that way we don't have to worry about that. I'm trying to get this video done in a timely fashion. I'm sorry if y'all can hear Adriangameover in the background. But yeah. And I just drag this one all the way across as well. I pat it on later to get the color intensity, but I'm going to do all that off camera because I figure you don't want to sit and watch all that. He's watching The Amazing World of Gumball, so if you hear anything in the background, that is what you're hearing. So I kind of literally just tried to tap into, like, and I did cut the crease with a different primer than the one I used on my eyeball just because I want a little more impact with the color. And it's not like this one isn't good, but I want something that would, like, blank out my lid a little bit better than I feel like this one does, so that's why I chose to do it that way. But yeah, okay, cut the eye. Now I'm going to cut the crease so we can put the nice pink corally shade on. Lately I've been trying to do a little more warm tone and cool tone looks because I realize the majority of people like warm tone looks. I'm a cool tone girl at heart, if you are new to this channel, and I'm loving that I can combine a lot of her palettes together and it'll give me what I want. Now we're going to take the shade Relief, that's the corally pink one. So I just literally just patted it on the lid. It's quite powdery though, so powder's falling all out the pan as I like tap into pat it on the lid, but love me a nice matte moment from time to time, especially when it's two like vibrantly bright colors I love. So I'm loving the way that looks together. Yes. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Come on. Do you know what gospel song that's the intro from? Comment down below if you do. Anyway, let me go and dust this. I'm gonna have to get the inner corner done real quick because the battery is about to die. It's blinking, and I will build up off camera and all that good stuff. But we're gonna take the shade. What shade is Aura? And that's what I popped in the inner corner real quick. So, but yeah, so this is the finished eye. I'm loving it, and I will come back with the last one, and then we'll do all the comparisons with all three of the palettes, because I forgot I had another one, that new LA girl one I told y'all about. So we're gonna compare that one as well. But I'll be right back. I mean, are we really surprised by the last eye look? I feel like none of us are really surprised by the last eye look. It's red, it's blue. If there was red and blue, I was going to use it. Yeah, we all knew. Okay, moving on. So I used this. Well, I used 1, 2, 3 shades. Then this one. Of course, I had to use the red for the outer V, and then I used this one for the inner corner. So let us get started. So I've been using the red a lot, but I feel like it's the only other darker shade in here besides the two, what is it, cream to powder or gel to powder formula mattes. So I didn't have any mattes to choose from. I just kind of tried to leave it over here in the outer V, not move it up too far. Y'all, I'm starving, so I will get this video done so I eat some tacos, and then I will get into the other videos I need to do after that. But I want to edit this one and the Juvia's Place one tonight to make sure that they get up on Wednesday and Thursday, and then Friday I'll have to figure out what's going to go up then. But yeah, I'm so excited for this one. Well, I'm like, yes, tomorrow's 12 o'clock. You will see this, yes. So I dragged, if you can't tell, I did lower lash line work too, because I know I'm not doing any more eye looks tonight. I need to finish my Instagram eye look for the Plain Makeup with Yolanda palette, but sorry, the mini ones, since I've been enjoying those. I haven't used the blue, the green, or the purple yet. I know it's a shock. I always try to start with the warm tones so I can, like, just, I hate to say it, but kind of get them out the way. And then I go into my cool tones that I'm actually excited about, my blues, my greens, my purples, and then go from there. So now we're going to take the shade Mantra, which is the other gel to powder shade, and go in the crease. So I'm using one of my new BK Beauty brushes. Y'all, I have really been enjoying these brushes. I'm over here like, yes. I'm loving it. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. And this is on the other end of the lash line at the bottom. So we add some more to the brush because I'm pretty sure it saturated the majority of it at the top. And we need to bring it down to the bottom. Down to the bottom. Now we have the bottom and the top matching. I'm going with, of course, the brush I've been using the whole time to use the shade Balance and kind of airbrush the top of this look we got going on here before we go in with the shimmer shades. So I did my trick where I used the dark one in the back and then moved the lighter one toward the front. And then I just put the more dual chromey S shade in the inner corner. Then we will talk about my thoughts on this palette. And we will do swatch comparisons and all that good stuff there. Now I'm going to take Equilibrium, which is the darker of the two mattes, and start off with that one. I didn't cut the crease with this. I probably should have, because I feel like it gave me a little bit more of a clean look to it. But, you know, it's fine because we're already here and I'm not about to do it over. So, we're going to work with what we got going on and take it for what it is. So I literally just did like half of the eyelid and stopped like right about here and just left a little pocket in the front for the bright shimmery shade to blend in to this one. So I'm going to turn over the brush and take the shade Flow, which is the lighter one, and get up here in the inner corner. bit more. That should do the trick to blend the two together. Now with these two, I feel like they're kind of similar, so you don't see like a huge shift in the coloring with them. So I was kind of a little disappointed in that, but I'm like, I'll survive. So anyway, now let us do the inner corner shade, which is the shade Yama. So I'm just going to go ahead and pop Yama in the inner corner, and then we can start comparing the shades. I'm going to go off camera and put on some mascara, and then we'll compare these two colors. So I'll be right back. Okay, y'all, so put some mascara on. So now it is comparison time. So I'm going to start off with the newest palette that I have, and then we'll work our way backwards, because I'm pretty sure the Dream Tree one is the oldest one. So here is the LA Girl with its Good Times and Tan Lines, and then here is Natasha. So as you can see, I feel like these are pretty similar. I mean, they're more neutral shade. I mean, more like the shades I can't use in this one. You know, those shades I always complain about. They put 2 and 3 in the Urban Decay ones all the time, and I can't use any of them. It gives me more of those. But I feel like the color story is pretty on point. Natasha's is set up a little bit differently. Like you go warm or cool, whereas I mean, these are the same as well, but she did it across, and they did it like in a downward pattern. But they look about the same to me. And this one, you all know, it's only $15.99. You can use $3.50 off coupon, or right now they have a 20% off coupon, so you can use 20% off coupon to get this one, and it'll be cheaper than this one right here. So that's the first comparison. Second one I have is the Urban Decay Beached palette. So this one doesn't have as many shades, but I feel like it still has a good rounded selection for the most part. Of this one doesn't have the corally shades in it, but as you can see, it has like everything else in it. It has the blues, it has the browns, it has the reds. So the only thing missing out of the Urban Decay one is the peach one. I'm just shocked that Natasha doesn't have any of the shades like this, because this is what I was irritated about in Urban Decay's palettes, which is just one of the reasons I don't like their palettes. Aside from that, their color stories are really boring. And then the Wild West one, I feel like is really similar to this one as well, but I don't own it because it ain't went 50% off yet. When it does, then maybe I'll consider trying it, since that color story is actually halfway decent. But I'm not paying full price for it. It's out of the question. And then the last one I have is the Dream Tree. So we have Dream Tree, and then we have Natasha. So we'll go with that one again. Again, everybody else's palette has those lighter shades that I don't really like in palettes, and Natasha's the only one who didn't give me those lighter shades that I don't like in palettes that I don't ever get to use. So shout out to Natasha for that, if nothing else, okay? Everybody else didn't hear me when Natasha heard me, because she didn't put not one of those shades in here that you've seen in all these other palettes. So shout out to you, Natasha, for listening, using your ears. I mean, I know mine are small, but you know, Natasha used hers, and you know, got the job done without me having to complain about that. Because as many palettes as you have, I'm sure you can find that shade in another palette. I just appreciate her not putting it in this one, so it's not another shade that I can't use. Like in the Safari palette, there's like a whole row of them, and a lot of her palettes has a whole load of row in them, so I'm guessing that's why she didn't put them in this one, and I am thankful. So let's talk about how I feel about the palette. Needless to say, this is the same formula as all her other palettes have been, so I like it. I'm glad she got her gel to powder formula down, since she insisted on constantly putting them in all the palettes, so she got it right. I'm just glad she got it right. She's sticking with that one, since no one's complaining about it. So since I have to have that formula in here, it works just fine. So I like the palette overall. I'm probably not going to reach for it as much, because to me it's just like kind of like the Sunrise palette, and she just gave me some cooler tones to add into it. That's just my personal opinion on it. I meant to bring Sunrise with me again to compare to this one, but I forgot. But that's okay. I'll just do it on Instagram story for you all later on. Like I'll probably do that over the weekend, so I'll have another Instagram story to put up. But yeah, those are my thoughts. This is the same quality as the Love palette and the Sunrise palette, and there's another one, the Glam palette. I haven't tried it, so I don't know. I'm assuming the Glam and the Bronze palette are the same quality. I've heard people say that. You can check Dr. Ash and her makeup to find out about those, because I didn't buy either one of those, because one was too cool tone, and I like the Mary Jane tones better from Melt, so I'm glad I waited. And then the Bronze, of course, we know I never use, because it's a whole bunch of brown shades that look like me, and I'm not into that. But I definitely say I like this one because it is majority colorful, even though it is more warm tone than cool tones, what I prefer. So if you like a mixture of warm tone and cool tones, then you know you'll use more warm tones than cool tones. This is probably for you, because this is a little small cool tone section here compared to the majority of it being warm tone, and I feel like that'll work definitely in your favor. And the quality is really nice. Plus, if you use code BOXY MD, shout out to Beauty Deals BFF. As usual, y'all already know what time it is. That's how I found out about the code and ended up getting this palette for $52. I told Dr. Ash and her makeup about it. I don't know if she ended up being able to use the code or not, because I don't know if she ordered hers before mine, because she got hers the day before I got mine. I literally got this today and then filming it today so you can see it on Wednesday. But yeah, those are my thoughts. Make sure you follow Beauty Deals BFF for all the deals and all the codes and all the awesome makeup. But I hope you all enjoyed this video. Remember, you all are diamonds, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.